me. I
Oh
look,
yeah, it's woo woo. It's a hippie. You are a hippie.
dude. I am so looking like a messed up one of the fantastic. What was it, Mr. Fantastic? But just without the brain power.
Um, are you gonna be okay? Can you see the screen with your hair in your eyes?
Yeah, I think I'll have to manage for tonight. I so
Um,
need a haircut. I got to go visit my $6.25 guy.
well, why don't we get the porch and the kids lined up again and have you?
Let's not say we did.
I'm just saying, they they were they were right price and they did a good job.
Well, true. The price was within my budget, absolutely.
Nice.
But still, I still have nightmares of the fact that my 8-year-old was holding a sharp pair of scissors to the back of my neck.
Well, be a
Yeah.
better father and you won't sweat those moments out. Is all I'm saying. You know.
Oh, Jesus
So,
Christmas.
Bose, we're episode 20
26?
something, 26,
26.
27. We're halfway
Not
through the
counting.
year.
Not
Unbelievable.
counting.
Episode 26, No Rhyme, No Reason. Thanks, everybody, for listening, watching, sharing. We appreciate your loyalty, all 11 of you. Um,
Ah!
but we have a good time every week, and, word's getting out. We're getting pretty soon. One day we'll have 13, 14, maybe 15 people watching this show, and then you're going to see shit really happen.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So, anyway, how was your week, kid?
It was I don't know. It's been rainy. Well, it was rainy yesterday and this morning, but I don't know. I just finished up what's left of my rotten decorations. I have a wonderful what do you call those? A wasp or yellow jackets? Are they one in the same family? I don't know.
Murder hornets?
Possibly
Nice.
some murder hornets have moved into my house.
Nice.
So, listen, I've tried well, except for taking apart my house, I've tried squirting
Whoa,
the
whoa,
blood.
whoa, 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 whoa. Family show. Family
Sorry,
show.
sorry, 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 sorry. So I used bug spray
Better.
to try to go ahead, the wasp and hornet spray. I tried to go ahead, spray it down. Nothing. These guys are relentless. They must be the murder hornets.
Wow.
So, what does my inner Pollock tell me? I'll tell you what it tells me.
Barbecue them? What?
In a way, yes. I was tempted to go ahead and say, like, well, if I just like shot some like thing, like like the hairspray and the thing,
No, no.
but then I would set my house on
Are
fire,
you one of those
right?
guys who used to light an animal's farts up and then, have
No,
bad
no.
repercussions from that?
But what I did do, my inner Pollock said, listen, um, those things they won't go to the we call that the thing the electrocution chamber for bugs. What is that?
The zapper?
The zapper, the bug zapper. Yes. So I know they won't get drawn to them. So me being the generous guy that I am, I brought the bug zapper to them.
Ooh.
So I found out their point of entry of the house, and what I did was
I love it.
I screwed a bracket. Then I hung the bug zapper just in front of their doorway, and they're not they after about 2 or 3 zaps they got smart to it, so they went around it, and I was like, okay, they're a smart breed of insects. So what else did I go ahead and do? I took a pole and I wedged it so that it goes right in front of their doorway. So now it's just barbecue season. It's welcome to my electric chamber. And yeah, so the first night I emptied out, it had to be about 50 of them.
And
50. I
50
emptied them out.
fried?
50 fried. And they listen, they were cooked. They were cooked more
You're a
um,
savage.
than
You are a
than
savage. I didn't
than
expect this you to go all medieval on them, but you
hey, listen, I don't screw around.
can we also
Okay.
can we also back up for a second because I don't think in the
Sure.
history of Jeff Bosey's life you've ever used the words hung and screwed in the same sentence before.
That's true.
And I
That's
don't think
very
it'll ever
true.
happen again. So
Uh,
we're as
listen,
long as we're on the same page with that.
real quick, before I get into any sort of aggravation on my end, listen, we are on Tuesdays, so in which means that we are unable to go ahead and wish a very special person that we both know dearly, Danielle Asher, a personal happy birthday from No Rhyme, No Reason.
Didn't we wish her happy birthday? Like, is she still milking this birthday? Is this thing still? Is
Well,
this?
hey, listen,
Is it like
like
Mardi Gras where you just it never ends? Is it one of those or?
well, the thing is like she went ahead, she flashed me, and instead of
Whoa!
giving beads, because I once again I'm cheap, I
Right.
didn't give beads, so I was like, figuring I'll just go ahead and wish the happy
You
birthday
should have
again.
strung the dead yellow jack hornets or something. That would have been a nice touch.
Well, I was thinking about that too, but once again, that would have involved
Work.
yes.
All right, I got you.
So,
Well, Danielle, my dear, happy birthday again. One of our favorite people because she's cool
yes,
and we love her,
absolutely.
and she's nice and she's funny, and she tolerated Shevlin for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks.
Don't know how she did that.
So if anyone deserves a special birthday, it is that young lady right there. So,
Absolutely.
Bose,
Yes.
some fun stuff in the news. I mean, if you're into, I know you're driving around a lot, and other than this show, you don't do a lot with Zoom. But most of my appointments are kind of on Zoom now. Hey, whoa, hey, yeah. So because I use Zoom a lot, I found that story to be pretty funny and disturbing, and really perfect for 2020. Um,
Absolutely.
but it made me think about my little buddy in the background here. If you remember, Pee Wee Herman. He was no stranger to self pleasuring. Only instead of being in his house on a Zoom meeting, he said, "You know what? This is bullshit. I'm going to do it in the theater." So
Well, if you think about it, he started it off because there was no Zoom. There was no I don't think there was like really anything back then to record the moment other than it being in the paper and in the news.
yeah, I mean, think of
So,
all the guys who missed out on taking their own cell phone and really really sending those over the old cloud and sharing their little moments of self pleasure to the world. And poor Pee Wee only had to do it. By the way, still one of my favorite jokes of all time. Two famous people shot in the head in the theater. Abe Lincoln and the guy who sat in front of Pee Wee Herman.
ah,
that's
oh,
that's still a classic.
speaking of being shot in with the head or in the head or using your head, I went through an earlier post that you went through on. I looked at yours on Facebook, and I had to admit I thought I was the well, not the only one, but I'm so glad that you're the other person in my life that uses and expresses the word the JJ.
I was trying
That's
to be clean about it, so I used vajayjay. But every
yes.
time I use the word vajayjay, I feel like I'm going to an Indian marketplace or something. It doesn't sound right. And plus the fact, it being a guy, and
Yes.
being a guy over 50 and being old like I am, like saying vajayjay is, I already got shredded by Carla, but for using it, but she's not wrong. But yeah, I used it to make it cleaner, but
Well, I
point was
like to
made.
go ahead and say if I'm going to go ahead and kick a girl in her vajayjay, that would be the proper terminology that I would use.
You would
But
you
what
would
I
kick a girl in her vajayjay?
oh well, it wouldn't it be the equivalent of her kicking me in the balls?
Well, but you would kick a woman in the privates.
Well, not purposely, not just like go up to any
Well, how do
random
you
person and say
accidentally
happy
kick a
birthday.
woman? How do you accidentally kick a woman in the privates?
Well, no, I'm just saying like it wouldn't be on purpose. It would there would be a purpose behind
Well,
it.
then it would be on purpose.
You would be it would be yeah on purpose, but not like accidentally
You
going
are
like oh by the way
sick, twisted man. You know
happy
what?
anniversary.
You're. Let me ask you a question. I know there's no probably video or audio proof, or maybe there is, but did you ever do a Pee Wee Herman?
In the movie theater, no.
99-cent theater, rainy Wednesday.
No,
Maybe a Planet of the Apes marathon. Just
I think
you and
no.
yourself.
I have more of a kink and a fetish. It'll probably be at like a porta potty located in the back of a waste management.
Sounds very specific.
Listen, these things they don't they randomly pop in my head.
Lord help us.
But before we get off the topic of vagina, an interesting story. I always got a kick. I believe that most and Carla, if you're watching, correct me if I'm wrong. most of Spanish descent refer to their vajayjay as Toto.
As a who?
T-O, Toto.
Oh, wow.
So I went to my friend's house. This is years ago. I went to my friend's house, and most of the toilet bowl manufacturers are called Toto. So I went to use his bathroom, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Because this was in his parents' house. I was like, "Oh my god, dude, your mother has the biggest Toto I've ever seen."
What? What?
And he was like, he was angry, wanted to beat me up. I was like, dude, the toilet bowl, look, it says Toto on it.
Wow.
So,
That's
but
brutal.
nevertheless, oh, whack-a-mole, whacking off. Um, but how is your week? Enough about me and my vagina.
Listen. I'm fired up. I mean, I'm gonna miss my buddy the Bows next week, but I'm gonna be away for a week. So for those of you who watch the show and only like the Bowsy half of the show, boy, you got a good week next week because I'll be AWOL. Um, 2 weeks left until the election. God knows what's going to happen between now and then, and what celebrity's going to pleasure himself in I don't know, a food court at a mall or something. But I won't be here for it. I'm going to have to watch it from afar, like everyone else, like another fan of Jeff Bosey, if you will. Do
You
we have a
listen.
special guest filling in yet? Do we know? Are we still efforting a
Well,
secret co-host?
as all my viewers might know, there's a slight frustration behind the technical department of No Rhyme No Reason. Eventually, one day, my good friend Rich Rada over here will learn how to go ahead and start the beginning of our show with our opening credits, in which I had placed in there. It said, "You decide," and it would have been a nice way.
Oh.
Since that didn't roll through like normal on any week, uh, if there's anybody in particular that all of our hundreds and hundreds of viewers,
Thousands, millions,
millions,
cajillions.
all around the world, sitting at home, watching us, listening, if there's a favorite person that you would like to go ahead and have me go ahead and talk the talk, walk the walk, shoot the shit with, let us know in the comments. I would love to see who you pick.
I
All
would
right?
too, and I'm just spitballing here, but I won't be here, and I could see them actually choosing you not to be on the show either, and they have two other people, and ratings soar. I could see that happening.
You
No
know,
Bozy, no Rada.
it would be funny if
Ratings.
it'd be like Don Sill and Tony Walker go ahead and do the show for us.
No, no, no. I mean Don Sill, yeah, but Tony Walker. I mean,
Oh well,
who's
hey,
gonna watch that?
listen.
Who's
I
gonna
was
watch that
shooting in the dark.
freak? I mean,
Shooting in the dark. Shooting in
yeah,
the dark.
yeah. I mean, and we wouldn't put Don Sill through that anyway. He's suffered enough. He doesn't need Tony Walker, even if it's virtual. So,
But
Bose,
yes,
let's
sir.
talk a little. Let's talk a little bit about this article you held up there. You got the old Jeff
Pants
Tubin.
off to you, folks. Pants off to you.
I mean, let's be honest about this. Now, I was saying you do a lot of driving. I do a lot of Zoom meetings. Most times I'm on a Zoom meeting. I'm in a pair of shorts. I'm whatever. I mean, that guy, he took it to another level. Don't get me wrong. He thought his camera was off. Uh, I will tell people now that maybe you should stick around that extra 2 minutes when we sign off our show because I make no promises on what Bozy will or will not do once we say we're off the air. But
There are things that Rich gets to see that no man should see.
no human should see,
Well, pretty
not
much.
just a man. It should. I actually blindfold my dog, so they don't have to look at it. But so there's a guy. Look, he's at his own. He's home. He's doing a meeting. He thinks he's off, and for some ungodly reason, he says, it'd be a good thing after the Zoom meeting if I just start whacking off right now. Here I am.
These things happen.
But what? I mean, that urge came over him rather sudden. No, I mean that must have been one crazy Zoom meeting to get him that hot and bothered.
Um, it's no stranger to the game. I mean, there's been Facebook posts of people going ahead and doing or someone saying like, "Ha, pants optional" on Zoom. It's been the ongoing gag ever since this bullshit started. But now for it to come to actual light and make the headlines of any given rag that's thrown on the shelf to be sold for 2 to 250, I guess it has to be pretty sustainable and pretty large incomings.
Well, hey, Bose, as a guy who, you do a lot of driving, you're in a truck.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You must hear stories of other guys who drive trucks, and so what goes on? Is there any sort of truckers code, where you don't snitch on them, but you know that these guys are going on those long drives, and
I
not
I
everybody's wearing
pulled
pants.
I pulled into the Vince Lombardi truck stop over in Dirty Jersey, and I actually watched a grown man, but I'm not judging, grown man, beard, hairy arms, walk out in a Grateful Dead T-shirt, sparkly skirt, and heels. You
You get his
can't make
number?
that up.
You get his number?
Uh, I was debating, but once again, I had someplace to be. I've gone ahead, and as I drive, I see that most people that drive their cars. I've told this story to one other person, and they might remember it. When I'm in my truck, I get to look down, and I get to look while you're in your car. Sometimes I'm paying attention to see what's next to me. Sometimes not really so much. This one caught my eye. It was a hot summer day, and I'm on Sunrise Highway. I look to my left, and there is a man with his twig and berries all in hand.
Nassau or Suffolk?
This was the Suffolk side, of course.
Naturally.
And it almost sounded like one of those Christmas story things. There he was with his gland in his hand, and it was just disturbing the fact that I'm look over and I get to see him pulling the deed, and I'm like, I can't unsee this, nor do I want to go ahead and turn to make eye contact. So I looked forward, and to my luck, I caught him at the second traffic light also. He could have pulled away. He had a vehicle that could have done it. I can't catch up that fast. For some reason, he was keeping pace. Inside the back of his mind, he knew someone was viewing.
You got a speeding ticket that day, didn't you, Bozy?
I got a traffic light ticket.
Yeah. Well, let me get back to the other guy for a minute, because you said he was wearing a Grateful Dead shirt and a sparkly
Yes.
skirt and heels.
It was a blue sparkly skirt. It was pink heels.
Details.
And
Nice.
he had a full grown beard and like hairy arms, and just walking like nothing was going on. Like, that whole outfit does not scream oddity. I mean, let me say,
Was he
if
a truck driver?
Yes, he came out of a Peterbilt.
Uh,
He came
so
out of a Peterbilt. And
so it's
listen,
not just you. Okay.
and not only was it a Peterbilt, but it was also out of that brand old great company where everyone's freaked out about, Swift.
I love it. Wow. So now that was how long ago?
That was about 3 years ago.
And
And it's
in
still
the last, let's just say in the last 1,095 days that you've seen this, how many days have you thought about that guy?
Well, to think about it, if there was a toss up between the pictures that I throw on the floor when I'm alone time in bathroom between you and him, it really is a toss up. It's depending on the mood that I'm in. And if I could go ahead and do that bending thing that you've seen me do, that bending thing, remember?
Nice. Sure. Okay.
So, but yes. But anyways,
Nice. I'm worried about you, but not in a suicidal sense. More in a you're going to get a ticket or arrested sense.
I've seen so many things as my time driving a huge truck that nothing really does surprise me anymore. Between the way people drive, between how they drive, and the amount of clothing that's optional. Now it's come to the point of where we go ahead and we're doing things that are on a public forum and viewable for all. And now we're deciding to sit there and not get that whole motion. I mean, really. At what point do you sit there and go like, hey, let's look down more? I mean, like, no, you don't do that. Stop that.
So this guy who's an attorney and a CNN guy and works for the New Yorker says,
Yes.
you know what? Meeting's over. instantly goes right at it, doesn't realize the camera's still on, and gets busted with his junk, right?
Did you now? Is there any like? Did anybody like have video proof of this? Because I didn't go searching on the internet. Or
How
is this
rare,
all hearsay? Is
how
this all
rare you didn't. Well, I'm pretty sure it was true because he got suspended immediately. So he was, he was whacking a little bit, but I think it's, makes for an interesting story. And I think during this last, let's face it, they've been talking about this election for a year and it's kind of nauseating. So it's good to get broken up with a little bit of funny stuff now and then. And let's be honest, we're a week and a half away from one of Bosie's 2 favorite days of the year, right?
Which is
Halloween.
And
well, you're a Christmas guy. I mean, you go the
oh
extra
yeah.
mile,
No,
right?
mainly my 3 favorite holidays, and only because they concern of food, would have to be Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. The holiest of days for
well,
me.
they're ranked Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Halloween as the top 3.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because not everybody. Halloween kind of spans multi religions. I guess you get. You don't have to be. A certain worshiper, if you will. You just gotta. Basically, these days, just like candy and dressing up, or not dressing up, but just like candy. Remember the old days when the teens would just grab a pillowcase and go out like this, and get all leftover shit.
Or put on a Grateful Dead T-shirt and a skirt and heels.
Yeah. Now, Bose, being a Halloween guy, let me ask you a
Yes.
question. Do you know what is the? Let's see how many of these you can get. The
Go ahead.
top. I got a list of the top 8. The top 8 Halloween candies. Okay. So I want to see if anybody watching the show knows. By the way, before we get going, hi Danielle Asher. Hey Ken Purcell. Greg DiFilippo. How are you, buddy? Andrew Fender. Who else we got? Gina Kanjami Coffin. How are you? Michael Blackwell. How we doing?
Andrew Plajanos.
Andy Plajanos. How are you, buddy?
I saw Carl.
Mike Zimmelman. How are you, pal? So if anybody would like to take a shot at what these top candies are, Bose, let's see what you got. Let's see how many you can bang out of the top 8.
Okay. 3 Musketeers.
3 Musketeers. No.
Snickers.
Snickers, number 2.
M&M's.
Number 3.
Shoot. Milky Way.
No.
Kit Kat.
No.
What? No Kit Kat?
I'm not lying. I got no skin in the game.
Baby Ruth. Baby Ruth. Baby Ruth.
No.
Baby, no Baby Ruth?
No Baby Ruth.
Oh my God. Wait. Candies or candy bars?
Candy. Halloween candy.
Halloween candy. Calm down. Okay, I'll just go for the. Okay, fine. That shittiest of candy corn.
Whoa. We'll get back to that. Don't you ever talk bad about candy corn. It was sent from the heavens, candy corn.
Yeah, sure. The heavens.
Candy corn is number 5, by the way.
Number 5. Okay.
You got number 2, 3, and 5 so far.
Lollipops.
Well, I'll give you that. Tootsie Pops is number 8.
Okay.
Which is better than a lollipop.
Now and laters.
Where the fuck did you grow up? No, not now and laters. Where do you trick or treat?
Jolly
Salvation
Ranchers.
Army? Oh my God, you're killing me, dude.
Really? Oh my God.
I said top 8, not top 800. And what are you going to say next? Raisins?
No, not raisins. The ever classic pennies. Hold on. I do know bags of pretzels and potato chips are given out.
Holy shit, I am not coming to your block. What? You don't even know the number 1 candy.
Anybody else? We have Twizzlers. A Clark bar, Zagnut, Crackle.
No. We got Tommy. Hey, Tommy Scarp. How are you, bud? Bose, the number 1 candy. It's a no-brainer. Come on.
Don't tell what I give up. What is the number 1 Halloween candy that's given out during Halloween, Mr.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Oh, kiss my ass! It's Jesus Christ. While you're at it, might as well just sit there and say Cadbury eggs are the number 1 thing to have on Bernie's.
You just said pretzels and pennies, so let's just pipe down a minute, okay? Number 4.
Yes.
Should have been easy. Hershey bars.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. We have others coming in. We have Tom bringing up
Yep.
gum.
Oh, we got Starburst, and Ken Purcell. Number 7 is Starburst.
Oh.
Danielle Asher, we're going to get back to that in a second because I will not have you. Oh my God! It may be your birthday, we may love you, but we're getting back to this in a second, Danielle.
Gina Kajemi Coffin picked out, and also the lovely Christine Perini picked out the Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yes, that was number 1. Well, number 6, the only one missing, Bose, Skittles.
Okay.
Now,
Skittles.
let me get back to this for a second because not only did Danielle Asher agree with you on the candy corn, but she took it up a notch and made fun of arguably the greatest food in the history of the planet Earth, the McRib, in the same sentence as candy corn.
Listen, I'm gonna give it to her on the candy corn. I mean, that is like the most god awful thing that was invented, right next to those god awful huge orange peanuts that they sold in the bag too.
Okay, now first of all, candy corn is amazing. And the best part about them is when you get a bag of candy corn and you open it, you are obligated to eat the entire bag without sharing.
Listen, you know what I did when I got candy corn during Halloween? I simply went ahead, I gathered it all in a pile, and then I opened up my garbage can and threw it away.
Well, you are dead to me. That's all I'm going to say. You're dead to me. Now, that being said, let me get back to this other thing because how dare she bring up the McRib? How dare she? This is a girl who, the morning of her birthday, the first thing I did was send her a lovely birthday message. But now, that's never happening again. She just trashed the McRib. I don't even understand. Listen, I have been staying in touch with Greg DiFilippo, who lives in Florida, because the guy that lives 3 houses away from him is a manager at a McDonald's. And the minute they crack that puppy back out, I will be paying whatever it costs to overnight some of them things north.
Gina Kajemi gives out blow pops.
Whoa, wait, what?
Hey. But listen, even Lewis Black said the last time they made candy corn was 1945. When you're getting the stuff that's been thrown out by generations and generations of
next thing he's going to say is that nobody eats those holiday fruitcakes either.
Oh, God, no. That's another one. Jesus Christmas.
Listen, candy corn is great, and there's no reason to talk about it in a bad way. I feel like if you don't like candy corn, I'm not even sure how you get up in the morning. It just makes no sense to me. But Bose,
yes, sir.
Listen, before we continue on our candy rant, I want to talk to you about something very exciting.
Oh, boy, here we go. Is that from teespring.com?
Bose, teespring.com. You know why? Because today is October 20th, okay?
It is.
And not many people know this, but there's 66 days until Christmas, okay? Which means you got 65 shopping days left. 65 shopping days. Why exert yourself? Go online, Teespring, T-E-E, spring.com. Scroll down to the browse bar, type in no rhyme, no reason. Guess what pops up? Bam! Stuff like this, Bose. Look at this beautiful shirt.
That's sexy. Oh, my God.
Look at this beautiful mug.
And
no rhyme, no reason. Bose, look at this beautiful phone case. All I'm saying is, there's plenty of good stuff. You want a mask? You get a mask. You want Jeff Bosey beach towel? You get a Jeff Bosey beach towel. It's not too late to order for Christmas.
I already heard that they came out with another item.
Go ahead.
They have a mask. It's kind of creepy. They might use it for Halloween, but at the same time, it's a good look. They have a mask, but it's only the top half of your face to show your amazing blue eyes. So you might want to go ahead and then you have eyes on top and below.
You know what? I feel like it's a win. But anyway, teespring.com, T-E-E, spring.com. Go down to browse button, type in no rhyme, no reason. There's all our great stuff. You can get shirts, you can get mugs, you can get phone cases, you can get masks, you can get the Bosey beach towel. If you don't like no rhyme, no reason, well, you're probably not hearing this commercial. But in case you stumble upon it, go down to teespring.com, go down to the browse button again, put in Gov's Radio. Boom! Guess what pops up? Every other show. All the cool stuff. Pazuzu, Knock 'em Dead Comedy, Domestic Disturbance, Chef Felix, Limo Talk with the Grozinator, Zenkuda Soul Space, Jam, Joe's Acoustic Mondays. What else we got, Bose? Help me.
Oh, you have a new show that
Cars
just
and
started.
Comedy.
A new show that just
With
started
Marla?
today with Marla.
Yes.
All right, she just started off at what was it, like around 4 o'clock? I have to find out what the time is.
Yeah,
Damn
it was
it.
on this afternoon. So anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details. 66 days left till Christmas. It's not too late. Get on teespring.com. Get your stuff. Tom Scarpantonio, my buddy, who I'll be golfing with next week. He's got the face mask. He's ready to go. He bought some good stuff. Bose, I just ordered. Look at this. You ready? I just ordered a new shirt. Look at this.
Oh, so that's just what you have his and hers when you guys go out?
Long sleeve, baby, for the winter months.
Oh,
So
look at you.
we're supporting. And by the way, folks, what you want to do, Govs Radio, our favorite place where we are, is nominated for Best Long Island Radio Station. So you definitely want to go on to Best of Long Island and vote for Govs Radio. And while you're on there, you can vote for some of our friends too. We got Nigel Fullerton, Rich Walker up for Best Long Island Comedian. We got Graz's Limo Talk up for Best Podcast and Joe's Acoustic Mondays also. We got Best Long Island Personalities. You got Eric Shevlin, Tony Walker, Sally O'Neill. Vote as much as you want. Get in there and vote. Who else is up? Anybody else?
And, well, just in case you don't find that Nigel Fullerton and Rich Walker are your faves, you can go ahead, you can go pick out Dead Guy in a Hat. You can go ahead, you can pick out, there's two dead people.
Two dead people
on that list you could choose from, because you want to know what? Nothing but the best of Long Island goes ahead and updates their list every single year. You can have Frank Prince or Monica Toller. So go ahead and vote for your dead people too.
And you know what? Give them credit, Bose. I mean, unlike us, me and you die on the stage. These people die and get nominated. So it's not so bad. I mean, I got to give them their credit. So anyway, folks, Best of Long Island. Vote. Please support Govs Radio and all our friends. And go to teespring.com. Anyway, that's our infomercial for today. So, Bose, let's get back to your Halloween stuff here. You let me down a little bit on the candy, so I'm going to let you redeem yourself here.
All right. Okay? Well, it ain't my fault that you brought up that candy corn was the best. So
everybody knows that Halloween is famous for the costumes, but when you're the adult, for adult parties, people are famous for coming up with trashy costumes.
Slutty pumpkin.
So there are, but that's one of the normal, slutty pumpkin, slutty nurse, slutty whatever. But there's 10, they came up with 10, there's 10, there's 8. I'm going to say 8.
Okay,
the 8 top new slutty, they call them sexy. Let's be honest, they're slutty. Sexy costumes for 2020. Okay, 8
of 2020.
For this Halloween. They're the popular ones for this Halloween.
Good.
Care to take a stab at any of them?
Jeffrey Tubman. Jeffrey Tubman.
No. The list didn't come out today.
Oh, sorry. Anthony Weiner.
Sexy Anthony Weiner. Is that what you're going to dress up as?
Fine. Now, this is for adults, only adults.
Well, you're going to dress a 6-year-old in a slutty costume?
I've seen them.
Well, probably because you're the same guy who gives out pennies and pretzels.
Well, listen, they probably have it for that QAnon thing. Anyways, moving on. I want to say obviously a Donald Trump and a Biden.
There is a sexy Donald Trump, yes.
Weird.
That was number 8.
Let's see here. What else? Oh, Jesus Christ. Any horror figures in there? Like Freddy Krueger's and Jason, any of those still popular?
No, well, those were status quo, so I didn't put those down. I added the new ones.
Walking Dead stuff. Anything Walking Dead?
Is that show still on?
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately.
I mean, have they done anything different in the last 9 years? What's worse, that or Grey's Anatomy? Hasn't that show been on 15 years at the same shit?
That or SVU. Oh shoot. Wow, I'm a clown. It clown.
No, I'll give you one.
I've seen slutty It clown.
But those were out already. This is new for the season.
Governor Cuomo, sexy Cuomo.
No, you ready? I'm going to give you an example of.
Oh, wait! I forgot the number one. It's the number one. Slutty Keegan.
Ooh, no, it should be number one.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
um, okay, ready? Slutty White Claw. How sad is that?
Do you
Somebody
hear my
dresses up as
silence?
a slutty White Claw.
Do you hear my silence?
Yeah.
Real quick, Ken Pichel suggested a trashy Professor Fedora.
Isn't that redundant? Isn't that redundant?
Go ahead. Go on with your list. Go ahead.
A slutty Chewbacca.
What?
Yeah. Don't kill him. Here's one for you. You ready for this one? A slutty Beyond Burger. Now, I know what you're saying. How do you know if it's a Beyond Burger or a regular burger that's just slutty? And here's how. It comes with a headband that says plant-based on it.
No.
There's still some left online if you want to get one.
No.
Oh, slutty fake news.
Okay. That's the appearance that most women and men have when they go and do their snap filter or whatever it is.
Yes.
And it's all fake news. When you go to meet them, and it's like, hey, you look nothing like your photo. But don't worry, neither do I.
Yeah. Slutty mail-in ballot.
Are you're making this up now?
Don't Google it.
It's
got to be true. I saw it on the internet.
Oh, okay. Well, that's where all the factual things are. You know what? We'll get to that in a second.
Do you want to get back to talking about tubing?
Because I'm going this year as a scale technician. Shut up, Greg DiFilippo. Eat a dick.
What's he going? Wait, what is he going as?
He says, I'm going this year as a scale technician. Thank you, Greg. Yes. I go as one every day of the year, unfortunately.
Well, but not sexy.
No, I don't want to go about tubing. Let's bring up. I'm going to listen. Earlier today, there was a idiotic moron that lives in toothless country / I pick up I have to go to the local, which is the main store, Walmart Gazette, in Pennsylvania. And I watched one of these debates or these rallies or whatever, and I'm not going to say who was in there, but you want to know what? The hell with it. I don't give a crap. Either one is garbage for this year's pick. It was a Pence rally. And he went on and on and on, like, most people doing like what Biden does. They go on and on and on. They don't get to the point. But my whole thing that I stated was just so everybody keeps in track, no matter what, COVID, this worldwide pandemic, not just United States or one or two countries, worldwide pandemic, is led into this country and has ran rampant all under this administration. This one. Not Reagan, not Clinton, not Obama, not any of the Bushes. This one.
How do we know Reagan's not behind this?
Well, he was too busy trying to dodge bullets. But moving on. So the person decided they wanted to get back to me 3 days later. Because once again, I guess, the sundial wasn't, powering up their laptop that day. So they go ahead and they bring back facts of, hey, do you know that heart disease and cancer is 98% the main killer in the United States, and that COVID has a higher percentile of getting over. And I was like, I am so glad when I'm met in front of a person who got their medical degree from Google search. Thank you, person in Pennsylvania, and may I wish the best of diarrhea on you. So, moving on.
So you're arguing with people from Pennsylvania about COVID?
Listen, and the thing is,
are you sure you don't? You sure you wouldn't have more fun if you just pleasured yourself while you were driving the truck?
I think I should have. I mean, it's just like I'm sitting there. I was like, why did you?
Good Lord, man!
The person had the nerve to keep on answering me back. So I usually I end off most conversations with, after you get done licking the glass on a school bus, Do you feel a little bit better about yourself? And if you reply to this, it shows your ignorance. Usually, most people don't go ahead and go any further because they don't want to display their idiocracy. Some people do. This person didn't. Good for them. Still wish diarrhea on them. Back to you, Rich.
Wow, a lot of diarrhea out there. Well, Bose, like I tell people, I don't care who you vote for. It's
Neither
your
do I.
vote. You get a vote. You are entitled to vote however you want. Here's what I do care. Vote however you want, but bombarding social media with information that is completely false, inaccurate, and just ridiculously stupid to justify how you're voting is just one, it's unnecessary because you don't owe anyone an explanation. If you're putting all that information out there, that means you're probably trying to justify your vote or for some reason. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You're allowed to vote. If you want to say, listen, I don't care what this guy does, I always vote this way. I don't care. I don't care. I wish people would stop telling people how they're voting. I wish people would stop telling people why they should vote for this person, that person. There are reasons why I feel people should, I think some of the platforms for some of the candidates, are certain people are better served voting a certain way. Like if you're in the LGBTQ community, I can see you voting a certain way. If you are not the middle-aged white guy from Long Island like me, I can see you wanting to vote a certain way. If you are a high earner, or whatever, and you want to vote a certain way because you feel that's great. If you are holier than thou and you feel you have to vote a certain way, that's great. But you don't need to tell anybody. No one should give a shit. Go in, either mail it in, go in, pull a lever, do whatever the hell you got to do, push buttons, and go home. It's one day every 4 years. Stop it. We don't need to know. I don't care.
They still do the pull lever?
They might. Whatever. So,
okay, go ahead.
Maybe in North Dakota they're doing it. But anyway, I don't get it. Look, people used to complain social media was boring because people would be putting up pictures of their dog or their vacation or their meatloaf recipe.
No.
So if you feel that 24/7 of Biden, Harris, Trump, and Pence, or Pelosi and McConnell stuff made social media better, you played sports without a helmet. There's no way it's better. It's just not.
You know who made social media better? This guy did.
This guy. And you know why? Because he went tubing.
Oh, he did went tubing.
Yeah. I'll bet you it was a little wetter than this guy.
Listen, let me ask you another quick question. How do you feel that all of a sudden, I've noticed, this is, because like I said, I listen to the news and I listen to everything every day. Ever since Mr. Trump went ahead and got his Regeneron, ever since he got his dose, I've noticed there's been an amp up talk about vaccine to come out now, not next year or the spring of next year. Now it's the time frame has got bumped up to this December.
Good. Listen, look, again, I've said this 1,000 times.
1,000?
It's a virus. It's
Yes.
a pandemic.
Yes.
Making it political makes people stupid. Okay. I don't think out of the 220,000 people who died, they all voted one way or, who cares? Whatever it takes. Vaccine, cure, treatment. I'm all for anything. I don't think anybody should be playing politics with it. I think people play politics with everything. It's ridiculous. It used to be you voted based on like three things. I was a right to life or a pro-choice person. I was a high tax or a low tax person. And then people would vote for, fiscal conservativeness versus social programs. Knock yourself out. It's gotten so convoluted now. Let it go, man.
But wait,
Listen,
what about the?
we're gonna survive this. We're gonna survive the election.
Why is there an uptick in talk about the vaccine and the date of it being administered and everyone being back to normal by December? I'm just curious. Why? Why all of a sudden?
Because hyperbole sells. That newspaper, if that newspaper said something like, on the cover, nothing happened today. Would you buy it? No. You wouldn't
Oh,
buy
I
it.
would. I'll be the first one to buy it because it would be the first of its kind.
Right. And you'd be able to read it because it'd be no big words. But
It'll be all the cartoons that I go
It
for
would be-
looking
right.
in the cartoon
It-
section.
is it a pop-up?
I love pop-ups.
Is the Jeffrey Toobin article a pop-up?
It was.
Because it should have been. Yeah. But you know what, Bose? I'm not
Yes.
around next week. I know you're going to have a great show next week, and
Yes.
the following week we come
I'm
back.
gonna
We're
miss
going to
you.
have an election day show, and honestly, folks, I hope we talk about the top 10 Girl Scout cookies. I honestly don't care.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Vote however you want to vote. You get a vote.
Let me
You want
ask
to
you a
dip
question.
your finger in the purple paint like the Iranian people did? Have at it. Go do it.
I
Go do
can't wait
whatever.
until this is all over, said and done. And you want to know what? There's going to be about a month or two of people crying. But you want to know what?
A month
Whoever's-
or two. It'll be a decade or two. They've been
Whatever.
crying for 4 years.
Whatever. Listen, whoever gets put in office, you deal with them for 4 years, and then they're gone. And then the next guy comes around, 4 years, and they're gone. It's garbage.
Bose?
Like, listen, I've heard it best. Garbage in,
Right.
garbage out.
Bose, I agree with you, but the one thing I think they need to fix, and I think then these elections wouldn't make people's lives crazy, is the one thing I would change is I would not have lifetime appointments on the Supreme Court.
Your buddy
because-
Stevie G says hello, and he's never political.
What's that?
I said your buddy Stevie GB just chimed in. He says hiya hiya, and he's never political.
He's never political. No, Steve. But listen, Stevie GB put out the single best top 10 list of his all-time favorite bands today because I asked him, and I respect the shit out of that list because it's different than most people's list for top 10 all-time bands.
Was it because Van Halen was on that list?
No, Stevie GB. No, but Stevie GB did. I told you the story last show.
Yes.
Was him working in that record store when that Van Halen 1 came out, and him.
Yes.
But no, his list is excellent. I can tell you right now. The guy knows his music a lot
right.
better than he knows. He is to music what you are to park and ride truckers.
Really?
Yes, very,
Really?
very knowledgeable is all I'm saying.
Really?
Very
Really?
knowledgeable.
Really? Park and ride truckers? Really? Really?
So, and by the way, Bose, let's plug. We got to plug a couple of our friends here. For those people tuning in. Listen, our buddy Nigel Fullerton does a great show on Mondays, Eddie Murphy Mondays.
Yes.
It's a great podcast. If you like Eddie Murphy, this guy knows his stuff about it, so you want to check him out. Nigel Fullerton on Eddie Murphy Mondays.
Yes.
Our friends who
Oh.
relocated.
He has another. He has another show also. It's called The Jump Cut. I find it. I love The Jump Cut because I actually watch it because they go and rehash and they go over movies that are from the 80s, 90s, and here we go. Oh, what? No, dude, really? I can't believe my man is wearing shorts. We got to see his legs. My dear God, look at my buddy pulling a tube in.
I was letting the dog in.
So back to that, like you said, Nigel Fullerton, Jump Cut. Check it out on Wednesdays. Just check Nigel Fullerton out. That's it.
We also, those people who, our buddy who was on the show a couple of times with us who relocated to Florida, Darren Dillon and his lovely wife Jessica do a nice podcast called Two Bad Parents, and they're not wrong. I'm just saying, you want to check it out. Two Bad Parents, very funny. And who else we got? We have. We wanted to hype somebody else up. Who was it?
How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Oh, no, okay. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Speaking about people that licked the bus window. I don't know. Who else?
It'll come to me. We had some other people we wanted to throw a little bit of. Oh, I'll tell you who.
Oh.
Pat Marone. Let me tell you about Pat Marone. Pat Marone posts some really good videos on social media. He's a chef. And I made the Pat Marone meatballs. And let me tell you something. Unbelievably great meatballs.
God bless you, Rich.
Yes.
All right. So he does some cooking stuff. That's awesome. Good. No better way than to have a real Italian give you some real Italian ideas.
I mean, it's not DiGiorno, I know, Bozy, but...
well, listen, I mean, there's other people out there that call themselves gourmet, but still, we move on. But those are all, like I said, all those great names between like I said, Stevie
Did we get
GB,
any names for next week,
Nigel.
Bozy? Is anybody?
Like I said, nobody has gone in here, and I've looked in here. Van Halen, Stevie GB says thank
I,
you, and Van Halen had two good
I
albums.
say I say they had three excellent ones,
Okay.
but
Listen,
he's not far off.
for the 11 viewers, the 11 that are currently on now, or if you go ahead and catch this, message me. You have until end of day tomorrow, because otherwise I will find the bottom of the bottom. No, I wouldn't do that to you guys.
Andrew's got the best line. He said when anybody ever asks him about politics, he just sits there and starts to twitch.
Listen, I'm at that point myself. Listen, if you have anybody in mind, we're letting you make the vote and the decision on who comes on next week to sit in that other seat over there that my good buddy Rich Rade is in right now, and deal with an hour of me and that other person, and see where I might go as far as questionings or uh, tubing with them. I don't know. Who knows?
Or maybe Jordan.
I might tube with them. We might be doing mutual tubing. Oh, look, everyone, our ratings just went up because you brought out the dog, right?
Well, Jordy doesn't get any love because of the three puppies. So.
Oh, is that what it happens?
Yeah.
When something younger and hotter comes waltzing in the door, they get more of the
Exactly.
attention.
Boss, can we get back to the fact that we went out of our way to wish Danielle Asher a happy birthday and she trashed the McRib because it's really bugging me.
Oh, I didn't catch this. Danielle Asher said, speaking of the person who hates the McRib and candy corns, said Eric.
Eric, what? What about Eric?
I believe it would be Eric Shevland that she just threw in a suggestion for. So you want to know what? Her vote counts. We're going to go ahead and we're going to grab Mr. Shevland and we will put him in that other seat next Tuesday.
So I'm pretty much so this will probably be my last show because I'm gonna never be able to come back because Shevlin is, he is to Gov's radio what he's on the Mount Rushmore of Gov's radio.
Listen, with that hair,
yeah, he's got the quaff. He's
Jimmy,
not to mention
Jimmy Neutron.
Not to mention the man has showered on social media, so it's hard to top it.
And he's got sexy nipples.
Boy, I wish we had another commercial break. Anyway, vote. So far, the leading vote getter, Eric Shevlin, with 1.
Hey, listen. Your vote counts. Every vote counts. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
So now, listen, let me ask you, what are you doing on Halloween? Because you're like,
I am driving. I will be driving home from Carolina on Halloween.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, aren't you useless on that day?
Yeah, I'm leaving there in the morning, and 10, 11 hours later, I should be home.
Now, is this a golf tournament?
Not a tournament. That would imply that I have skill. This is a golf trip, if you will.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I knew it had something to deal with golf because
this is the we used to go on. We usually did. We would usually do 2 trips a year, but because of COVID, we did not have our spring trip. So this trip is for what we call our Kings match every year. So we're heading down to Carolina. We'll be right on the old border there, staying in North Carolina but playing in South Carolina.
Okay. Well, definitely go ahead and enjoy that trip where it's a little bit warmer and Oh, wait a minute.
I know what you're saying. Will Ken Purcell be there?
No, not that. As amazing that would be. So now, when you come back,
I know what you're going to say. How will I know the difference? I'm home every day. I will be quarantining, sitting here in my house, working in my home office, and doing the show from home. And yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm just asking. And listen, I'm a concerned friend. You know that.
Yep.
So.
No. Listen, I got to worry because But to be honest with you, the guys that I'm going with are the guys I golf with now. So we're not going to be around too many people because there's nothing really going on anywhere. Restaurants are still, outdoor seating or takeout.
Oh my dear God! Someone just sent me a photo.
Oh,
I
no.
have to share this. You ready? I don't know if it'll come up on the thing. They sent me I believe this would be my high school yearbook photo. And oh God, should I do this?
Go ahead.
Uh,
We
my
got
God,
five
here we
minutes
go.
left. Let's do it. That's your. Wait a
That's
minute.
it, everybody.
Wait, you were the big brother in Home Alone?
Yes, I was Biff.
No,
I was
Buzz.
Biff.
Buzz. Biff
Buzz,
was it.
Buzz,
Biff was in
Buzz,
Back to the
Buzz.
Future.
Right, that's right. I was Buzz.
Wait, hold that up again. You can't just tease somebody like that. Put
Oh,
that shit back
listen,
up.
listen. It's a one and done
Let
moment.
me
I
see
hope
it. Come on.
everyone basked in the glory.
I'd show
Really?
you. I'll show you mine, but I had a crazy do.
All right, let's see if we can get this back up again. Okay. All right. Yeah, a good friend of mine went ahead and decided they wanted to share the yearbook photo. Here we go again, everybody.
Whoa. Now, you know what's sad is that was elementary school.
That was not. We shut up. So hold on. Is there much of a change? Yes, there is. There's
Uh,
no gray, youthful, no bags, and there was no Zoom back then.
so, so you didn't have to wear pants, but nobody knew.
Well, I had the pants, but they had the holes in them and the flannel and everything. So they forced that on me. They totally. I felt I needed to have my inner millennial reach out back then and say, "You forced this outfit on me, and I
You,
don't want to take it." But you know.
well, Bose,
Oh,
you're just as handsome today as you were in high school,
thank you, thank you, thank you.
which isn't saying much.
Let's see here. I guess Nigel's on. I don't know. I can't see. Anyways, listen, buddy, I'm gonna miss you next week. I really am.
And not if you got Eric Shevlin. I mean, you probably. I could see me coming back on election day and you don't even get my name right. I know how this works. I've been
Well,
around.
well, just as long as I don't call you Dick,
Yeah,
you know,
I told
we'll
you.
keep
I
we'll
told
keep it
you.
rich.
I grew up with a twin sister named Tracy. We got called Dick Tracy a lot.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know her name was Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Dick Tracy? Oh my! Your parents hated you guys, didn't they?
Not. Why do you say past tense? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mom is
They
still with
still
us.
do. No, I'm just saying. Like, oh no, I didn't know if they still hated you.
Yeah, I mean, she
Oh,
has.
that's why I said they hated. I don't know if they still do. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt that they changed their views and love you now.
Well,
So,
Mom, good day, bad day.
all right. It's a toin course.
Yeah, a twin course.
I was wondering if you're going to catch that. So now you'll be going to North Carolina. You're away for next week. I'm going to have to man the ship. Listen, everybody, I will have our no rhyme, no reason intro playing that day. Okay,
And by
so
the
you
way,
guys will get the
it's a
sneak peek of it.
it's a great intro for us. It's a great promo for us.
Right.
I just don't know how to get it on from listen, I didn't take these classes. There were no computer classes back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Just let
Listen,
it
I'm
go.
still trying to do Oregon Trail. Okay, leave me alone.
Yeah. I mean, why can't we just hold up? Why can't you make it like those little books where you flip the things into pages and the little guy moves? Brrr. Why couldn't you
I
do
was
that?
thinking that. I was thinking about that, but then once again, production value, and I'm a cheap sob.
Yeah,
So,
you're not wrong there. So,
um,
Bose, we got about a minute left. I'd like to thank everybody who tunes in and harasses us. I am looking forward to. I will catch next week's show from
the
Carolina.
car.
I will. No, I'll be
Okay.
there. I will be there Saturday night, and so
Okay.
Tuesday. I will try to tune in unless we're drinking heavily.
Take pictures.
Take pictures. Yeah,
That's
sure.
what they always say. Like when you ever go someplace else out of state, they go, take pictures.
So, Bose, let me just tell you what will surface after this trip is pictures of me wearing a clown nose because my idiot friends and I.
Is this the clown nose time?
This is the clown nose time.
Oh,
And
this is
if you
great.
are the worst golfer of the day that day, you have to wear the clown nose and drink out of the toilet shot glass. And yeah, it
My
could be
dear
me.
God.
Is all I'm saying. It could be me.
My
But
dear God. I hope it's not.
anyway, Bose, have a great week, my friend.
You too. I can't wait till you come back, my friend.
And thanks everyone for tuning in. We love you guys. Please feel free to share. And
Share, hit the likes, hit the love,
everybody
share
have
it
a
all the way back.
wonderful Halloween.
Yes, please do.
Good night, people.